Good morning! Well, I thought it was about high time I got my backside back to the coast. And we've got a sunrise! Oh, I can't believe it! Oh, finally, some colour in the sky. And I've put my big girl pants on and I've come back to Cleethorpes, which scares the bejesus out of me. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. No, it's not, it's 5:30. 5:30 makes all the difference. And high tide, I made a slight error. I don't know what I looked at, but according to my brain, high tide was at 7:30. It's not, it's at 8:15. So I'm here a tad early. Hey ho, life's a bitch. And I don't particularly know this area very well. But I do know there's a large amount of groins around here. I really like, you know what I'm like with groins. Right, hold on a second. I've no idea if I'm still in shot. Just a second, let me see if I need to move you. Oh no, we're okay. Right, I'm back again. So, it's not going to be anything drastically exciting. However, I'm just pleased to be back at the coast. And what's even better is for getting a sunrise. Oh! I've had a couple of months off. I had enough video to keep me going. The last time I went out was when I did the wild garlic, which I think was either late April or May. I can't quite remember which it was. I'm fed up with getting up at stupid o'clock in the morning, even if it means going camping somewhere in Maddie. It's still far too early to get up in the morning for summer sunrises. So this is my first venture out, and I couldn't have asked for a better morning, even if I did manage to bugger up the tide times. We have got my usual setup, which is, yes, like that. We've got the 17-55 on. I've got a 0.6 hard grad, and I've got a 6-stop neutral density filter, because I feel the need for a bit of smooth water. I had hoped we'd get a little bit of sea haze. It's not happening, so there's a spit of land in the background. No idea what it is. There's a massive wind farm out there. There's what looks to be some sort of lighthousey thing in the far distance. And then we've got this little groin. Yes, liking that. 30 seconds. Oops, a daisy, let's have a look. Everything's focused. I'm on about, I was on f6.3. Just moved that to f7.1 just to try and extend brighten the image up a little bit while still getting the smooth water. Still on 30 seconds. ISO 100. The groin I wanted to shoot is slightly further down near to the pier, but I'm not sure how much water is going to be around it. I'm going to take a wander down and have a look. But yes, oh, sunrise. I'm excited. Those colours are just heavenly. Really pastel blues, bringing out the pinks in the sky, which are absolutely cooking. Yeah. I'm using the groin just on the the left-hand side of the image. There is a slight kink to it, but I'm not really picking that up, which is why I want to get to that groin down there. I've stood in sort of a couple of different positions. Oh, turn your camera on, dear. I'm zoomed in as far as I can go. This particular one I would like as a square crop. We have a groin here which is reaching out towards it, which I'm going to include on this shot. Make hay while the sun shines, while the sky is erupting in colour. Oh, couldn't have asked for a better morning. It's quite nice and calm. We've got a southwesterly wind, so it's coming across the land onto the sea, so we're fairly sheltered. You hear the seagulls? can hear the cop sirens. It's always worrying when at 5:30 in the morning there's coppers out and about. As I say, this place scared the bejesus out of me last time I was here. Yes. Yep, liking that. Well, I've come down to the groin that I wanted to shoot, and I think I've got what I wanted, albeit not 100%, and I'm feeling quite uncomfortable. There's a group of youths behind me, obviously lathered, and the girls are trying to strip off to go in the sea. This groin has a lovely curve to it. So I've started off as far in as I can come on the groins leading out to it. And there's a youth sat on one, and if he'd sit still, then I would quite happily keep him in the image, but he's moving. So I've gone in a little bit, and I've got it coming in from the right, curving out just over halfway in the image, and then curving off to the left. The best of the sky colour is gone, but I've still got a little bit of that beautiful glow. It's picking up what looks to be, oh no, when I zoom in, I can still see the wind farm and the marker buoys out there, which will be getting cloned out. Excuse me. There's a seagull on top of the groin marker itself. Beautiful pastoral water. Lovely calm sea. Yes. I'm going to go back to the van. There's a place slightly further down the front that I want to shoot. And although we've lost the colour, I think it will still make quite a nice minimal image. It was about 30 seconds, f7.1, still the same setup, 17-55, 6 stop and a 0.6 ND. So yes, it was worth coming down, but I'm going to get out and leave these lot to it. So I'll catch you in a minute. There's quite a few things to consider when you're shooting in this location. Mainly the flipping busy shipping lane, because you're getting tankers coming in, there's a massive P&O just going in, and kind of get in the way of your image. Now, I haven't yet to put the 10 stop on. I can feel it coming. I'm just trying to sort this. There's a red topped marker post here, and I'd really like to get that in shot right on the edge. But the sea isn't coming up quite far enough, and there's a massive great lump of seaweed that's really annoying me. I don't want to go and get it out of the water because I will end up putting my size 6s everywhere. No, I can't live with that. I'm going to have to do slightly more this way. I'm still on just the 6 stop with the 0.6. I've actually put the polarizer on, which is doing it to remove the reflections or remove the glare off the water. Oh, now I'm getting that one. Ah, actually, that's better. That's better. That P&O shit is still in my blooming way. I've started the image at the first set of uprights that's actually in the water. Then there's one that's really worn down, which is most bizarre. That's nowhere near long enough. That's better. I've got the marker post just to the other side of it. The P&O ferry getting in my way. There's times when I can clone the boats out, but he is not moving fast enough. So I'm just going to use these as a couple of tests to see if I like the composition. I like that one, except, yes, I've got a neutral density grad, and then I've got a 6-stop, 6-stop solid.
Wow.
I'm going to put the 10-stop on in a minute.
Right, well, I'll let you get on.
Right, you have a lovely day.
Enjoy your day.
And you, take care. What a lovely young chappie. Right, anyway, what was I up to? Yes, cloning boats out. The boat's gone. I quite like the composition. I've managed to get a shot. I think I want it slightly more up. There's a massive patch of seaweed there. And I'm still trying to use the polarizer to take the blinking glare off. Oops, I'm keeping an eye on my bag. Maybe the sun is just... I don't want it overexposed, but I do want the water smooth. Oh, this weather is glorious. Oh, and that's going to spoil it. I forgot to bring the sand feet. There's always something with me, isn't there? And I'm hoping I've dug the tripod far enough into the sand that it's not going to affect it. Let's have a look. Excellent, it didn't on that. Right, yes, what was I saying? Let's get rid of that for a minute. There are so many things to consider when you're shooting here. You've got the boats, the shipping lane coming in and out. With a calm sea like this, I'm finding I'm getting seagulls just floating on the water. You've got the locals to contend with, and maybe I am just paranoid and too sensitive, but this place freaks me out. You have got crap everywhere. There's plastic, there's bottles. It's not pretty, which is a shame because it could actually be a really, really nice place. You've also got, as far as the eye can see, out in this channel, marker buoys. Now I'm not sure if they look like barrels. I'm not sure if they're for the ships or if they're for all the paddle boarders that go out, and it tells you where you can go out to and where you can't, or whether there's sandbanks out there. So there's a lot to consider rather than just, have I got the right composition? Have I got the right filter zone? Have I got the right exposure time? You have to look at, what am I going to clone out? What am I going to leave in? And you know me, I do like my minimal stuff. So cloning stuff out doesn't cause me an issue. Well, I've scooted down to the other end where it is thankfully a lot quieter. I can't be being around crowds of people. Freaks me out. There's actually a bit of a walkway leading up to these two marker posts. I didn't realise how quickly the tide would come in. I was only down there for half an hour, 45 minutes. And it's covered the walkway, which is a shame, because it was just about 5:20 when I landed down there. It's now 6:15, and I've done a bit of walking. and no concept that the tide would come in as quickly as it is doing. The sun, as you can see, is off to the right, and I've got these two marker posts. Now I know things work better in threes, so my warped way of thinking is we have 1, 2 marker posts and the sun making it the third, just to balance the image out slightly. I'm not 100% convinced that we're actually focused, so let's just... No, it is. Yeah, it is. I'll turn the exposure down and the camera says, oh, would you mind putting the flash on? How about now? So I've gone to 30 seconds, f22. I've still got the 6 stop on. I've still got the 0.6 soft grad. It might be a medium grad, this one. I'm still at ISO 100. And I'm almost dead centre with the sun. It's going to move back a little bit as the tide's coming in, because I do want lots of negative space on this. Make sure everything's level. So the marker post is just slightly off centre to the left. The sun is to the right. And that might blow completely, but I think we'll be okay. I think you've just moved out of shot. Oh no, we're still in. My spatial awareness isn't that good. 30 seconds. There's some massive ships in the background, all going into Grimsby docks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a hulking great one's gone in just now. And I can't make up my mind. There's something over in the distance. I don't know if that's another ship or it's a structure. Yeah, that's going to have blown a little bit, but I think we'll get away with it. Let me just drop it down to 20 seconds. I'm on white balance 55-60, which is a touch cooler than I normally have. Crikey, that sun's bright. But I didn't want it overly warm. It is, but it's not orangey warm. That colour this morning was sublime. And I think that's about it. That's better. That is going to have blown, but I think we'll be able to rescue it slightly in post. We've got the actual reflection along the water, which makes for the third subject. Thank you for coming along. There's a wonderful murmuration going off over there, which if I could be bothered to get my long lens out, I might have a go at shooting. Have a great couple of weeks, and I'll catch you soon. Toodle bit.